Bow in. Boom. So welcome everybody. For today's class, you need your short stick and you need your uniform top, preferably on a pillow. But we're going to get started. Of course, you can pause if you're watching. All right, so here we go. We're just going to start it up. Shake it. And circles. And much like on Monday, I am very sore already. So awesome. Circles the other way. Decided this week was a week to start back to weightlifting, so always good. Arms. All right, now we're just going to go figure eights. Warm up our shoulders and back. Crunchy noises. Good, now we're just warming up our hips. Good. Warming up our knees. And an ankle. And the other ankle. Stretch your toes. Side of your foot, your other foot, feet apart, go ahead and stretch on down. Go ahead and stretch to one foot, so come up, stretch, keep that leg straight, stretch the other foot. Go ahead and turn, let's stretch. And turn and stretch. Go ahead and lean over to one side. And lean over to the other side. Good, go ahead and take a seat. Put one leg on top of the other leg and stretch forward. Your mission here is try and put your elbows on the ground. That's kind of your mission while stretching forward, keeping your butt on the ground at the same time. Stretch to one knee. Stretch to the other knee. Go ahead and switch feet. Stretch forward. Stretch to one. And stretch to the other. Good, butterfly. So for today's class, we're going to do generally three things as kind of the mission. Always trying to extend myself as far as I can. One will be strikes with body movements or body movements with strikes. Then we'll do a little bit of finishes from mount. And then, assuming there's time, we'll go into some short stick. In this case, short stick basics, not advanced. And that will be the class. One in, one out. Stretch forward. Leg on top, bounce. And stretch forward. Switch legs. Stretch. Leg on top, bounce. And stretch forward. And we're just going to do a quick back stretch. So just put both feet on the ground, Lay down, make your knees go to one side, and then to the other side. If you're feeling particularly awesome, you can take your leg in the air, take it across, and then reverse that position. Yeah. All right, sitting back up again, stretching our wrists. So we're just doing compression. And on the other side, compression. If you hear any rumbling, there's a big old thunderstorm here, so this is the background music we got today. All right, pull back on your fingers. And on the other side. And simple wrist. So you're grabbing the back of your hand, grab your thumb, stretch out, thumb away. And other wrist. Super steeple your fingers together, stretch those things. All right, so our Tabata today, again, is 8 minutes, 1 minute per exercise, 20 seconds in between. We're going to do each exercise 2 times. Our exercises today, starting with a Kimura sit-up, okay? So you're going to start down, you're going to grab their wrist, sit up, wrap your arm around, okay? That's all you're doing. So sit up, wrap your arm around, okay? So it's, in essence, a sit-up to side, okay? Next one, speaking of side to side, is a standing drill. So you're going to touch. You're going to run to the other side of your room. Touch, touch. So just moving back and forth, really working touches, okay? Next thing we're going to do, we're going to grab a pillow. It doesn't have to be the one with a uniform, but I'm grabbing my Happy Pillow. I'm going to start inside, turn it open, probably this way so you can see. So I'm just going to work in side control. I'm going to put a knee on belly. I'm going to put my leg out to the side and punch twice, okay? So again, come up, punch twice, okay? Now I'm not worried about switching sides because I'm going to switch on the second technique. So I'm just going to turn it so you can see again. I start inside where I'm kneeling, holding. I'm going to grab, put a knee on belly, leg out, punch, okay? So you can do that on a pillow or you can do that into the air. It doesn't matter. Just work on knee on belly. The main thing is don't lean over your pad. You won't have a good technique. So that's the third one. Last one, easy one. As always, end with something easy. We're just going to do bridges. So just hips up in the air, trying to work bridges. And getting our core up, okay? So that's what we're working, and we're gonna get started in probably about 10 seconds. Just gotta set the clock. All right, so again, working Kimura sit-ups is our start. So grab, come around. Now, as you get tired, you can put your arm on the ground, or you can pause it at any point. Only about 15 seconds left on Kimura sit-ups. Nice work. All right, next one, we're going side-to-side runs. We have about 12 feet. If you have 6 feet, that's fine. Take 3 steps, touch, 3 steps, touch. It is a touch drill, so you're going to start touching before you run across, right? And here we go. Try and bend your knees when you touch. Those are just back. This is our cardio part of this game. Same thing.
What?
Smash your fingers into the shrimp. Only about 20 seconds left. Nice work. All right, next one. Doing side control to knee on belly to 2 punches. So hand, knee, leg out, punch, punch. Hand, knee, leg out, punch, punch. Nice work. Ending with just bridges. Looks like we're blessed by the God of Thunder today, so bonus. Is this hip up bridges? About 25 seconds left. Nice job. So we're going back to Kimura sit-ups. Remember on those bridges to always keep your feet close to your butt so you get as maximum bridge you can. And probably on my second set of bridges, I'll start working side bridges as well, just to kind of vary it up. Kimura sit-ups. So again, you can put this elbow on the ground if you need to. How do you do your sit-ups? Or you can do them in the air for a little bit more of the sit-up feel. About 20 seconds left. Nice. So now we're going side to side. So on my second set, I'm going to go truly side to side as opposed to running. So I'm going to touch, keep my belly in the same direction the whole time, so opposed to a run. You'll see. I like to vary stuff up. Halfway done. Nice, now we're doing knee on belly. Go side with 2 punches. Now switch sides on this one. Working it all on one side. Remember, hand, knee, leg out, punch. Only about 10 seconds left. Nice. Now it's to bridges, I believe. So as I said, on this one, I'm going to vary. Do some side bridges as well. So probably straight bridge, side bridge. So straight bridge, side bridge, side bridge. Halfway done. Nice work, everybody. Take a water break. Relax. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to work inside body movement. So we're just doing inside body movement, punch, punch. Okay, no stick involved, and then inside body movement, punch, punch. Okay. Remember, inside body movement is a step forward, leg comes around, punch, punch. Okay. That's all you're working this time. So just 5 on a side. Kind of warm ourselves up into doing body movements. All right, so the next technique we're working outside body movement. So we're just stepping back, bringing that leg in. We're going to throw a hook. It's going to be a back fist and a palm heel strike. So back fist, palm heel. So again, I step back, throw my back fist, palm heel off my back head. Okay, go ahead and knock them out. So outside body movement, back fist, palm heel. So now we're working side to side body movement. So I'm just stepping to the side. Okay. We're going to do a lead hand hook. Okay. Front knee. Okay. So then I go back center. Lead hand hook. Front knee. Okay. Go for it. Hook. Knee. So I'm burying it up where I do my knee off my front leg sometimes, off my back leg. Trying to always get some variation. Okay? And just while everybody's finishing up, now I'm going to try back this front knee. So no reason not to try a few variations on combos. So those feel particularly good too. Okay? All right, so the next body movement, we're doing a cross step and turn. So I'm going to start stationary, leg stepping across, my body is turning. Okay, that's the body movement. Okay, the strikes. As I step across, I do a front elbow, and then I do a back elbow as I finish. Okay, so they're in movement drills. So cross step and turn, front elbow, back elbow. Okay, so I step across. All right, so we're going again back to inside body movement. So I'm doing an inside body movement followed by a spinning back fist, followed by a hook. So it's a whirlwind of death technique. So again, inside body movement, slide around, do your spinning back fist. One, push, enjoy. So now I've added to my inside body movement, I'm stepping here, but now I'm just taking my spinning back fist. So I'm just here. So instead of sliding my leg behind like I normally do for an inside body movement to here, I'm just going all the way around. So just making it a part of the combo. Okay? Otherwise it feels a little disjointed, right? But this feels awesome.
The hook.
So I just always try and visualize what's happening. So in this case, I start my step forward, this person starts to move back. Okay? So I know I can now deliver a spinning back fist at distance. Okay? Maybe they duck this, and that hook just follows it up. So that's kind of what you're working there. Okay? Now we're going to do outside body movement. So I'm stepping back. Okay? Stepping back, sliding back. Okay? Now your choice on this one, I'm generally going to do a knife hand straight ahead. So this is a knife hand straight to the throat. So again, I slide back, boom. Okay? And then of course, following up, your choice, hammer fist down or hammer fist across. Either one works. So again, outside body movement, knife, boom. Okay? Hammer fist. Try not to do inside body movements. All right, so again, now moving to side. So this time I'm going to move to the side. I'm going to punch, okay, just straight up punch, okay. So I'm just going to slide out, boom, followed by an uppercut, bam, okay. So maybe they tried to clench on me, so I'm going to slide, boom, boom, okay. So front punch, uppercut, side to side, front punch, uppercut. All right, now we're moving to cross step and turn, last one we're doing. So I'm doing a cross step. As I step across, I'm palm heeling them low. So I'm going to palm heel them either in the front of their core or the bottom of the rib. So step across, palm heel. Okay? I'm now going to pull this leg fully across and do a roundhouse knee. Okay? So low palm heel, roundhouse knee. So bam, step in, bam. Okay? So now I'm just varying up my roundhouse knee to go off the other leg. So it's 1, 2, the leg that stepped, 3. Okay. Goes to the leg that was, so I'm going 1, 2, and now I'm throwing this one. Bam. So I vary knees just to keep it real. Sometimes I have to go back where they were. Sometimes I'm going to go going into the back of them. Okay? So just kind of varying it up a little bit. All right? All right, so this is where your buddy with a top makes a difference. So we're going to use our fine, upstanding buddy with the top. Now I got two choices here. I can use a live person or not a live person. Okay, so for the first part, I'm going to use a live person. She's going to put a top on because you could always put a top on in this particular drill, right? So perfect. Okay. Now we're going to work mount. Specifically finishes from mount. Okay, so she's just going to lay down, head towards camera. Okay. The most important thing in mount, so there's two of them, right? We got standard mount or low mount, in which I'm clamping her hips and I'm just sitting down on them. Okay, body weight down. Okay, don't float up because it's too easy to take you out of position. So make sure you're sitting down on your pillow or your position. Okay, this is low mount. No one wants low mount because it's easy for her to bridge and knock me off, right? So low mount, I'm sitting on her hips or sitting on her belly, and it's easy to get bucked, okay? So as soon as you get to low mount, you're gonna go straight into high. So I'm just gonna slide up, so my knees are on your armpits now. Now when she starts to go up, it's really far away from my hips, so it's easy to contain. And again, sit down in it, okay? This is a mistake most people make is they put a little gap here, so she starts to bridge or turn, she can get all kinds of movement, she's going to be really hard to hold down. So I want to be in high mount underneath her armpits, okay? So this is the mount position that we're working in, okay? Make sense? Questions so far? All right, everybody's good. So second thing, okay? Anytime somebody reaches up into your face, you're going to arm bar them. Just simple. You got two arm bars. We're going to do the simple one first, and I'll do the other one on the guy over there because it'll hurt a little bit, okay? So again, she starts to reach up. I'm just going to grab this arm, I'm going to put my arm underneath, and I'm going to break her arm, okay? There's no fall back, there's none of that. It's underneath my tricep. I'm going to clamp it up against my body, and I'm just going to break going backwards, okay? So this is just a clean arm break, okay? So if you're practicing this is when I'm working a choke or whatever, they put their hands in your face to try and push you off. You're just going to under-wrap that arm and break it, okay? See how that works? So when you're practicing solo, you got your pillow. In this case, I got my pillow. Just imagine your arm coming in. I'm just going to circle, break. Okay, and you can come up on the break because you're just breaking their arm. Okay, so again, I'm just working it from position. You see how I'm just base sitting on my butt. Okay, wrap around, break it. Okay, anytime something comes up in your face where they like to push away, wrap around, break. Okay, wrap around, break. Now I'm breaking using my hip, not just my arm. Okay, because this is arm strength against arm strength. I break going up. Okay, hip comes forward. Okay, so again, sit down, wrap, break. Okay, sit down, wrap, break. Okay, good. Just work it a few times. Again, wrap, break. Okay, wrap, break. Now here's your warning: if you're actually working it on a person, this is hyperextension of the elbow. So do not just go power through this because you will hyperextend their elbow, and that will be the end of their elbow for a while. So be super careful if you're working on a person, okay? On a person, okay? Boom, yeah, looking good. All right, so let's go to the second arm bar. I'll actually work on Maggie just first because it'll be easier for her to kind of experience it. All right, same thing. I'm in high, slide down a little bit this way. Boom. I'm at high mount, so I've got her arms eliminated, okay? So in this case, she's going to grab cross collar or anything to start, like an X choke or any of that kind of stuff, okay? So step one, I'm going to slide this leg forward, okay? Forward, just like that, okay? I'm going to clamp her arm against my body, okay? Now here's the transition point. I want to pick this leg up while sitting on them. And then all I do is fall towards their hip, and break it across my hips, okay? So I got both arms on, and I break it using my hips. At no point is this arm bent. I'm not pulling this arm towards me ever, okay? So one more time, just kind of working it from the top. I'm in high, okay? Sitting down in it. This arm comes across, okay? Cheat this leg up and then fall towards their hip, okay? Clamp it in your knees and then break it going up. Sorry, making noise, okay? So if I'm practicing on my pillow, I'm here. I get that cross arm. I'm going to grab it to my chest. Put a leg up. I want to sit down on them and fall back. Boom. Clamp your knees, break. Okay? And I'll do that a few times for you, just talking through it. So that arm comes across. I'm going to clamp it. Boom. Leg up. Sit down. Fall back towards them. So your mission is to not have any point in which you come off of them as far as body weight. Okay? So again, here. Boom. Arm comes across. Clamp it. Leg up. Clamp, clamp, clamp. You can definitely hook your top leg over their face at the end if you want, but that's just insult to injury. Okay? So, yeah. So those are your two arm bars. Okay? One's the under wrap, pop. The other one's cross. Okay? So we'll work it a few more minutes. No need to rush through these things. So again, comes across. I'm going to clamp. Boom. Okay? Leg comes up. Sit down. And then just fall towards their hips. So I'm going to give you the number one mistake we see in this particular position. So mount. Again, I'll use Maggie because you'll see where it happens. Easy to see. Okay? So she's laying down again. I'm here, nice and high mount. She reaches across just like she does. I clamp it to my chest. I then come up. Now she has movement here. She should turn into me or go under my leg. But generally she's going to turn this way and start to basically take me over. Okay? She can easily take me over. But let's assume I go to my ending there. Okay? So this is the second mistake we see is you go up and then you fall sideways. Okay? And they come with you, right? That's where you get into cradles and all that kind of stuff. Okay? So again, I want to fall down her body, okay? Not off the side. Okay? So it's not an arm bar out here, it's an arm bar down here. Okay? So just keep in mind always when I'm working this technique, grabbing that arm, boom, isolating, pulling it up a little bit. Leg comes up, body goes down. Okay? Fall back towards their hip. Arm bar on you, knees together, break. Okay? Keep your knees together because that stops them from ripping that arm out. Okay? And I can show you in the reverse. So if I'm down and she's working this arm bar, boom, she's super high, right? I reach across, she clamps it on both hands. Okay, good. She brings her leg up. Now she starts to transition. As soon as she starts to fall, go ahead and fall, finish. Okay. Now if she doesn't have it clamped in her knees, I'm just going to rip out. Okay. There's no reason I have to leave my arm there. She clamps her knees together on my arm. I can't rip out. Okay. Yes. So this is a very important thing. She went, of course, to 90 degrees. She wants to be down by my hip. And that's a much harder position even for me to rip out of. Okay? But knees together, isolate this shoulder. So don't ever have your knees apart in here because they can start to rip it out, right? There you go. And remember, clamp it to your chest. Don't be afraid to clamp it to your chest. All right, so let's go to cross choke. We'll do cross choke, okay? Because everybody likes a good old-fashioned cross choke, okay? Now, she's again down. Boom. So working my cross choke. I'm in high again, okay? Now, if I go reaching down here and lean forward, she's just going to bridge. I have no hands, so she's going to easily take me north and then rotate, okay? So what I need her to do is to rotate for me. So I'm going to start pulling in a choke. Okay? I'm going to got an arm free. I want her body to rotate, okay? And I'm going to give her a little space to start turning, okay? She turns. That's great. My leg comes up, and I go to technical, okay? All I'm going to do now is this hand's going to be deep inside your uniform. Okay? I'll try and move my foot up. But remember, palm up, deep in, okay? Palm up, deep in, okay? Going to grab the other side and just bring my elbows to my sides, pull her up, or I can go down. Those are both just devastatingly evil chokes, okay? So again, sliding in deep in here, okay? When she's turned sideways. Remember, when she's sideways, I want my leg up, clamping her down so she can't come back, okay? She can't turn further. Reach over, X this choke together by bringing your elbows to you or bringing you to your elbows, okay? Now she can try and bridge here and do anything she wants to. It won't make any difference because I'm hooked under her hip, holding her shoulder. Sorry, bridge is tough, okay? So we're just gonna move up here so you can kind of see where it's gonna sit down in front. You have cameras so you can see. So in this case, when I'm on top, what I'm doing is I'm reaching deep inside her uniform, okay? Just deep inside there, okay? Super deep. Then I grab the other side, okay? And squeeze that circle closed. So here I'm just squeezing that circle closed by bringing my elbows to me, okay? Bring my elbows to me. Just closes it on down, okay? So again, pulling it down, okay? That is cross choke from mount, okay? And it is devastatingly easy to do, okay? So again, super deep. Grab super deep in here, grab across, boom, okay? And it's the same thing from when you're in somebody's guard, okay? You can do the same thing when you're in guard, okay? Somebody's in your guard, okay? That's cross choke. All right, let's go to the one everybody loves, Americana or T-shoulder lock. All right, so she's once again down. I'm in high mount again, okay? Here we are in high mount, okay? Now, I just need to isolate an arm, okay? And all I'm going to do is feed myself that arm. So I'm going to push that thing to the ground, and I'm going to grab it, okay? Now, I am bridgeable that direction, okay? Except for I'm shifting my weight over her, so bridging this way is not going to buy her anything. I then shoot underneath. I like to drive my elbow into their throat at the same time, and there's that Americana, okay? So one more time. If you can isolate this arm, okay, it's going to be flopping around. They don't want you to isolate it. You're going to grab it, smash it to the ground, reach underneath, and then just tear that thing apart, okay? So, again, my elbow is going to her throat. So if I'm practicing on my pillow, here, got my fine pillow with a uniform, boom, okay? I'm just going to isolate this arm, boom, okay? Smash it down, put my elbow on their throat, reach underneath, and do it. You can see, here I'm smooshing down on their throat, okay? This guy has really flexible shoulders. It's awesome. So I'm just going to pull it back underneath. If I need to, and this is one of my favorite things to do, it's really unexpected for most people, I'm going to use my head. So if this is not enough muscle, I put my head on that elbow, boom, push that elbow forward, okay? So if it's a small person on top and a big person underneath, you're going to have a hard time levering that arm over because they have a deltoid and pectoralis major. So I just get that elbow up, put my head behind it, and then drive with my legs a little bit to get that elbow to go, okay? So if I'm practicing without any pillow, okay, all I'm working on is I'm going to cross smash, elbow down, reach underneath, elbow up, okay? Just like that. So that's Americana or T-shoulder lock, okay? Yes, work it a few times, and then we're going to move into my favorite, my new favorite technique. All right, so let's go to the last of these four, okay? So again, she's in here. We're going to sucker her a little bit. She's laced down. Boom. Okay. Now we're going to go to triangle. Okay. Everybody's favorite place to be. It's where you hope your uniform's clean for your partner. Okay. So the first one, I'm sitting down on her. Okay. I'm just going to put a leg up. Okay. She's got lots of room. She's going to sometimes shoot this arm underneath to try and get control of this hip. She doesn't want my leg. She wants my hip. Okay. She wants to grab my hip. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick up her head just for niceness. I'm going to slide that leg underneath. I'm now going to add my other leg to it. And now I'm in a triangle. Okay? No arm triangle, choke. Okay? You can arm triangle, choke. Okay? So one more time, nice and slow. Okay? This is the sucker one. I pick this leg up. She reaches underneath it. Boom. She set herself up for the triangle. I'm just going to pick her head up. 1, 2, 3. There's a traditional triangle. If you want, you can fall back on it, and you're in a true triangle. I'll try not to choke her out. Okay? Yes? Now remember, for triangle, you're here. I put this leg behind. I'm going to reach. This arm's coming through. I'm going to close that thing up. And as soon as I get there, I'm going to squeeze my knees together. Remember, it's here, knees together. Okay? Always 90 degrees between these legs. Never this. Don't ever be this. Okay? Always be this. And then squeeze your knees together. Okay? It makes that hole get very small very fast. And it's most uncomfortable. Working on a pad. Okay? Easy to work on a pad. In this case, I got a easy dude. Okay? He does that. I'm just going to pick it up, put my leg underneath, add my other leg to it, squeeze this bad boy together. Okay? Now I just got my nice head in the middle of my pad. Okay? And that is triangle version 1, when they do it for you. So let's go on to triangle version 2. Okay, version 2. There is a version 2. Or 2.0, in which you don't care about them. Doing it for you. Once again, I'm in high mount. Okay, high mount. Now I have the flexibility to pick my leg up and put it around her head. So all I'm going to do is pick up her head and slide my leg around. Now I'm going to be super gentle because she's going away. And there I am in a triangle. Okay. Now I'm going to squeeze my knees together and squeeze her. And if you need to, pull down on the head for the choke. Okay? So one more time, without her. Okay? I have the flexibility, so I'm just going to pick up her head. Leg goes all the way around, fall, flop. There you are, triangle. Okay? This is a super simple finish. So again, just take your time. If I'm working it on my pillow, here's my pillow. It's going to look very much the same. I'm here. I pick up her head. I'm going to throw my leg underneath. I then wrap my other leg there. Boom. This guy's got a very fat neck, but that's okay. Going to fall backwards, squeeze my knees together, and pull down on their head. Okay? Basically closing up the circle this way, boom, and also this way, forward. Okay? And that's triangle. Awesomeness. Nice work, guys. That ends our grappling for today, but we're going into short stick. Okay? So grab your short stick, take a second,